Hi, I'm Trish. Welcome to the Gig House Kitchen. We have a fantastic banana bread recipe and today we're going to share it with you. So let's get down to it. So before we start, we need to do a couple of things. If you have an electric oven, you need to light it and put it on to 190 degrees centigrade. And if you have a gas oven, you need to put it on to gas mark 5. Secondly, we need to line the tin. Now this is incredibly easy to do because I'm going to cheat and use a non-stick loaf tin liner. I have here a £2 loaf tin and all I have to do is put my liner in and we're good to go. So let's get on to mixing. Banana bread is very easy to make and it uses mostly all store cupboard ingredients with the exception of bananas and some good quality dark chocolate, which actually is optional. So here I have a large mixing bowl and into that I'm going to put 60 grams of soft margarine. I'm then going to put in 140 grams of caster sugar and 2 large eggs. Now I'm going to turn on my mixer and I'm going to give it a really good mix. This is to combine all the ingredients together. If you don't have a mixer, you can just use a wooden spoon, and because you've got very soft margarine, it should mix up quite quickly. Now I don't want any lumps at all of butter, and I'm nearly there. Okay, now it's time to add the flavouring. Now here I have some very ripe bananas, as you can see. You don't want green bananas because they won't mix in very well. So I'm going to peel the bananas. It always amazes me that they look quite rotten on the outside and yet they're usually quite perfect on the inside. There you go, things that go through my mind. You need to trim off any sort of black bits or remarkably few. And then I'm going to chop them up. I'm trying to chop them up quite noiselessly, otherwise I get a telling off from my director. Once you've done that, just get a fork and give them a little bit of a mash. They don't have to be sort of really mashed, but you know, reasonably. Now these are going to go brown very quickly. So I'm going to put them in. Then I'm going to add my 70 grams of dark chocolate. Now I've got all the ingredients in apart from the flour. So I am going to just give this little glass to the mixer on quite a low setting. And I'll switch that off. And now I'm going to add the flour. Now I'm going to sieve the flour in. It's self-raising and I've got 230 grams in this bowl. So I'm going to pass it through the sieve. Oh, very floury. Now I'm not going to use the mixer again because I don't want to knock any of the air out. So I'm going to use my trusty tablespoon and with a figure of 8 motion, I'm going to fold the flour into the mixture, which will take a minute. So I'll see you in a little while. So the flour is all mixed in now and the batter is ready to put in my tin. So now I'm going to put my batter mixture into my prepared tin. So very carefully, on account of it does tend to go all over the place if you're not careful. Now I've put it on top of a tea towel because I don't want the tin to move around, and I'm just going to I'm just going to smooth it into the corners and voila, that's it. So now I'm going to put this in my lit oven and it's going to take about an hour, so I'll see you in a little while. So our banana bread is ready. It took the whole hour in the oven, but it is finally done. And I'm going to show you how I checked it was done. I'm taking a skewer and putting it in and it should come out clean. Obviously if you don't have a skewer you can just use a knife, but that is lovely and clean, so that is clearly ready. So now I'm going to take it out of the tin and then we can cut a slice and get on to the all-important tasting. So here we go, we just sort of carefully pull this down. This is where it's good that it's non-stick and you don't have to grease it or anything. If I turn that round, you can see that when you cut it, we have a lovely slice with some absolutely gorgeous chocolate chip. So I'm going to go away now and eat this with a nice cup of tea. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe. See you next time in the Gig House Kitchen. Bye.